Before we come to the urgent question, I should say to the House that I've noted media reports of the assertion from Downing Street that the pre-announcement of the budget measures is entirely routine. For avoidance of doubt, I'm always happy for ministers to come to the House in the run-up to the budget to make announcements. This discourtesy arises when those announcements are made elsewhere. So I now come to the urgent question. Laura Trott.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To ask the Minister if he will make a statement on whether ministers disclosing policies to the media before the budget are in contravention of the Ministerial Code statement that the most important announcements of government policy should be made, in the first instance, in Parliament.
Minister Nick Thomas-Symonds.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And can I just reassure you, Mr. Speaker, that what you said yesterday, and indeed what you said today, a moment or two ago, has been heard not just by me, but right across government as well. The government takes its obligations to this House very seriously. Yesterday, the Chief Secretary to the Treasury made a statement to the House on the fiscal rules. And in that statement, he made clear that details will be announced to the House in the Chancellor's budget statement tomorrow, alongside an economic and fiscal forecast produced by the Independent Office for Budget Responsibility. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, Treasury Ministers have also answered questions in this House this morning. Tomorrow, the Chancellor will come before the House to set out in detail the government's budget to fix the foundations of our economy. And then the House will have a further 4 days of debate on the measures announced in that budget. Throughout it all, Mr. Speaker, members of this House will see a government committed to fixing the foundations to deliver the change our country so desperately needs. This Labour government will invest in Britain's future so we can rebuild the NHS, rebuild our country, whilst ensuring working people don't face higher taxes in their payslips.
Other Minister Laura Trott.
Mr. Speaker, the response from Number 10 yesterday seemed to be that their whole argument is, we did it because you guys did it. But, Mr. Speaker, I'm old enough to remember a fresh-faced Prime Minister coming into Downing Street promising change. Justifying their action based on things that we've done doesn't really seem like the change that we were promised. Now, does it? Mr. Speaker, we are learning the lessons of why we lost to the election, but this government seems to be taking lessons from the worst bits of our record. And not just ours, the last Labour government too. It's like the greatest hits of government mistakes being replayed in just 100 days. Cronyism? Is it Blair? No. It's the fresh-faced Labour government giving civil service jobs to donors. A gross betrayal of pensioners. Is it Brown? No. It's the new Chancellor deciding that those on £13,000 are rich and don't need their winter fuel payments. Rampant politicisation of our institutions. Was this something they accused Boris Johnson of? Mr. Speaker, no. It's the Chancellor again saying this weekend that the ex-Prime Minister and Chancellor will have to answer to the OBR, despite the OBR saying that the report has nothing to do with previous ministers and led Times to argue that the OBR has been reduced to, and I quote, the provisional wing of the Treasury Press Office. Disrespectful statements emanating from Number 10 about your decisions, Mr. Speaker. Not us, but the Number 10 Press Office just yesterday. And potentially breaching the Ministerial Code with abandon about budget leaks. Right again, it's this government. Their false piety has been breached so comprehensively by the Downing Street parcel scandal and crony appointments to the civil service. Their hypocrisy has been laid bare for all to see. Yet still, they bleat on about the Tories like some broken spell they try to mutter over and over again in an attempt to conjure up the old magic. But it's not going to work. Labour are so obsessed with playing political games that they find themselves, Mr. Speaker, going into the budget simultaneously claiming that the Conservatives spent too much, but they also spent too little. It's nonsense. So, Mr. Speaker, the question that I want to ask the opposition today is who is going to take responsibility for the budget leaks and what assessment have they made of whether this is a breach of the Ministerial Code?